guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am actually trying out a new item from Colourpop, and it is their Jelly Much shadows. So these are a very interesting item that they came out with, and it's kind of like a cream or liquid type eyeshadow. Now they come in this cute little packaging. When you receive them in the mail, they come individualized in these cute little packages, and on the back it has this little hole, so it shows you the color of the shadow as well as the name of the shadow. Now I didn't purchase all of the shades because I knew there were a few that I didn't want. You can purchase the whole set of 8, so there are 8 really gorgeous, beautiful shades that you can purchase, but I only purchased 4 of the shades. Now the colors that I purchased, I'll go ahead and just hold them up. This is what the little containers look like. So it's a very cute little container that holds the shadow, and you can see through the bottom of the container, so you can see what color you're actually picking up, even though they do have the names. So these are the 4 colors that I picked up. So as you can see, I picked up some really pretty vibrant colors. They do have, let's see, the colors that I picked are Half Moon, which is this really pretty fuchsia type shade. I also got Short Circuit, which is this gorgeous kind of like orangey gold type shade. I also got Foxes. So Foxes is kind of like this gold tone shimmer. Very pretty. And lastly, I got Bungalow, which of course is the gorgeous turquoise shade. Just looking at the website right now, they're actually on sale for $6 as I'm filming this video. I don't know how long the sale is going to be, but when I purchased them like a week or 2 ago, they were $8. So the original price is $8. Sale price right this second is $6. And I do see that they do have some in stock, but some are sold out. Now you also have the option to purchase the whole group or whole set of 8 for $48. So it's a pretty nice savings from, you know, $64 for all 8. So you can get the whole set for $48, but it looks like that's sold out currently. So anywho, that's just some general information on these shadows. I want to go ahead and actually get to swatching these. Now when you open them up, let me just show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the inside when you open it up. So as you can see, it has like a little tab in there, and you pull the tab and the whole little plastic top comes out. I'll show you. So you really got to be careful when you're opening these up, because you can definitely make a mess. And if you have nails like I do, it can be rather difficult to pull this open. But when you open it, you can see what it looks like when you open it up. So you definitely want to be careful not to drop this on your carpet or anything when you're opening it. Just kind of gently place it down somewhere when you open it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and open all of these so that they'll already be open, and then I'll go ahead and start doing some swatches. Now while I'm opening these up, let me just go ahead and read what it says here on the website about these shades. It says, one of our most innovative formulas yet, Jelly Much delivers extremely high impact looks in a single swipe. Okay. And then it says here, super long wearing. It won't crease, fade, or transfer. Dries down to a powder finish with 0 fallout. Here to stay and here to slay. Its unique water-based formula saturates the pigment for immediate intense color right on application. No need to fuss with wetting your makeup brush or using a primer. You'll get the look of intense shadow right from the start, or right from the pot, it says. Okay, so it sounds like these should be pretty easy for me to just slap on my eyelids and be good to go. Now it says here, application tips. For precise application and intense color payoff, use with our small or medium shader brush. So that's something that's a little different than what I thought they would suggest, because I thought for these type of shadows they would say, you know, use your finger or whatever, but it actually says for best results to use a shader brush. It says once it's dried, it will not transfer or crease. And the first ingredients on these is water. So I was very surprised about that as well, that the first ingredient is water. But let me just go ahead and swatch these. So this first one is Foxes, and I'm actually just going to take a little bit off of the top because there's a lot of product on the top, and I'm just going to swatch it here on my arm so you guys can kind of see. It's very moist and wet. It feels very liquidy when I put it on. So this is what the swatch of that first one looks like. That is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very pretty. I'm also anxious to see how long it takes for these to dry because, you know, when you're placing things, especially when you have extremely hooded eyes like I do, it transfers. Stuff like this transfers on the top of my eyelids very easily. So the next one is Short Circuit. So let me just get a little bit of this. And I truly am just trying to get just a little bit on my finger like that to swatch. Oh, that's very pretty. I don't know if you can see that. So that one is Short Circuit. If you can see that one. Very, very pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. The only thing I don't like about this stuff is that it can be very messy. Okay, so next I'm going to swatch this really pretty kind of mauve-y shade. And this one is Half Moon. It does have a very weird consistency. I got a lot on that one, but it really just feels like a cream. So that's the color on that one. Okay, and the last one that I have, of course, is this gorgeous teal shade. And this one is Bungalow. So let me go ahead and swatch Bungalow. Ooh, I put a lot down on that one. I think I picked up a lot, but that is that color there, Bungalow. Very, very pretty. So yeah, it's definitely a really creamy consistency, a very pretty creamy formula also. And they seem to be wiping off of my finger pretty easily. They're not staining, at least not at this point in time. So while I'm putting these caps back on these containers and closing them up, I'm just going to see how quickly these swatches will dry. Okay, so it's just been about a minute or so, well, a few minutes since I first put this gold one on, and it actually feels dry. It's not transferring, it's not moving. So it didn't take that long for that one to dry. Yeah, it seems like they're drying pretty quickly and they're not transferring. The blue one, I could feel that it's still wet. Let me see on this purple. Yeah, so they don't take that long to dry, it doesn't look like. It seems like they've dried pretty quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave those there, but I do want to play around with these just a little bit. Now, as you can see, I do have a little bit of shadow just kind of lightly on my eyelids because I want to just place some of this on my lid and see how it looks. So let me just go ahead and get a flat shader brush, and I think I'm going to take some of this shade here, Half Moon, this really pretty purple shade. I want to just place some of it on my lid and see how it looks. So I'm just taking about that much, if you can see that. It feels a little cool. So I'm just kind of spreading it out a little bit on my lid. Try not to put too much. Just a very thin layer. I think think it's pretty. It's a very light, kind of soft shimmer look. I'm gonna put just a little bit more because, you know, I'm over the top sometime. But I want to see if the color can be built up some. I like it. I think it's pretty. This is what we're looking like. Okay, so I think I want to take a little bit of the gold. And the gold is Foxes. So I'm going to take some of Foxes, and with another flat shader brush, I'm going to just take a little bit of that and put that on the inner. Ooh, that was more than a little bit. Well, as you can see, that one is extremely pigmented. So I'm just going to try and blend it in a little bit with that first shadow. Ooh, so that gold is not playing. It's not playing. It is like, hello, I'm here. I have arrived at the party. I like the fact that I can blend the colors together. You know what? I actually want to take a little bit of the green or turquoise type shade, this one here, and I want to put just a little bit of that in between those two colors. Just a little bit though. Hopefully I don't overdo it. But I just want to add a little bit of that into the mix. Alright, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the most right now, but I just want to play with these colors and see how they mix. Okay, so I just created a very crazy, funky look mixing all these colors together. But I kind of like it. It kind of allows you to have a little bit of uniqueness to your look if you want to. So I'm going to throw on some eyeliner and some mascara and then give my final thoughts on these shadows. Okay, you guys, now don't be alarmed. I did go ahead and add more of the green shade when I added my eyeliner and mascara because I was really feeling this shade here, Bungalow, and I really wanted to just put that on my lid. So I did go ahead and add more of that on my lid. Now, the one thing that I haven't been able to find, which is why I have these glasses on, I cannot find the shelf life on these shadows. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't see a shelf life on this tiny box, and this is how they all came. So maybe it's on the website, but I am not able to find a shelf life for these. So maybe they last forever, who knows. So anywho, you guys, I think these shadows are really fun. I really had a good time playing around with the colors that I got. They're pretty, they're bright, you can mix them, you can match them, you can just kind of use one color if you like. Now, do I think it's necessary for you to have these in your makeup collection? No, not at all. I think for $6 while they're on sale, it's something nice to add to your makeup to kind of play around with. $8? I don't know. I mean, I can see these actually lasting for quite a while because there is a good amount in here. You know, when you place shadows like this on your eyelid, you're not going to use that much of it. So I can actually see these lasting a good while. So $8 is not too bad for these shadows. Oh, and I did go ahead and wash the swatches off of my arm. They came off super easy with just regular soap and water. I didn't have to scrub or anything like that. They came off no problem with soap and water, so I don't anticipate having any issues getting this off of my eyes. We'll see, but yeah, they came off with soap and water, no problem. So those are really all of my thoughts on these. I think they're really cute. The consistency is nice, fun, easy to use. They dry down quickly. You can see here there's a tiny, tiny bit of green shimmer on my finger, but you know, it hasn't been that long since I put it on. So this one is dry, this one is not. But they really, once they dry down, they stay put from what I can see. So anywho, that's all that I have to say about these Jelly Much shadows from Colourpop, you guys. Hopefully you had a good time watching me try these out, seeing the swatches. Maybe it helped you decide whether or not you actually want to pick up a couple or not. But I think they're fun, easy to use, and I don't regret picking them up to try them out for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles!